saying to Dad, a little easier driving to the dome these days than what it used to be.
We're talking about, you know, the gold, talking about and stuff like this, and Roland said, how come you're not talking about the gold on the face? Yeah. We said, well, mainly because we didn't know it was there, and we all go rushing over, and there it is, right? That's the best I've seen, this stuff. I started working with all of the Keats, really, since 1969. I always call them the first family of prospecting in this province, because they had really good abilities and everything. Sometimes people have it, and some people don't have it. And Al, for some reason, he sees something that looks a little different. Well, I'd walk by it. And I'm not a bad prospector myself. This is different. This is zinc ore from Daniels Harbor on the west coast of Newfoundland. That mine operated for 8 or 10 years. This is lead zinc ore from Inner Mongolia. I was involved with a company that had a 1,500 ton a day mine over there. I've worked all over the world. I worked in South Africa looking for diamonds. I've been in Mexico a number of times. Mostly in Newfoundland though. That's where I've lived. I've lived here longer than any other place. I got a call from Al and Kevin one day. I don't know what you call it, Kevin. You probably called and said, look, this piece of ground coming open, can you go and stake it? And I said, sure I can, yeah, because at the time you had to go to the mines branch here and physically put in an application. It wasn't ground staking. And then the next week, I said, well, we'll come out and have a look at it. Al had all the maps. And he and I walked in. We walked down across Herman's Brook and up over the hill. And lo and behold, we found the dome zone. It was just this knob of quartz sticking out of the ground. When we came up over the hill here, this was sticking out about a meter, maybe a meter. I said, well, I'm going to chip sample it, which I did. We got 250 ppb. Al said, I really like this property. I'm going to take something from the top of it. And he took a bag of sample, soil and rock samples.
When I got home, I panned it. It was like that much gold in the bottom of it.
And it was all pristine, right? It was all
right water quartz even on it.
Like, oh man, that gotta be from there.
And I said, Kim, we got to go back in there again. Right, I mean, look at the gold in the pan. Man, oh man, eh?
I got a call from Kevin. Kevin said, got some good news and some bad news. Read that property you looked at. And I said, okay, well, what's that? And he said, good news. He said, there's gold all through those quartz pebbles and also in the pan. So there's gold there.
You said, really, what's the bad news? I said, you need new glasses.
So we knew then, right, we had gold. And that's really what started that whole area there. This was staked in 1998. 2016, we optioned it to Palisade. They drilled the Keats hole in 2019. It shows you how long it takes. But again, if we hadn't had the 50 claims, only 50 claims, so we'd had any more, we probably wouldn't have been able to keep it all the way. No, just was enough because the work was done. We could keep carrying it forward and we get somebody new in and they'd do a bunch of work.
Also, we've watched this evolve right from smacking the first piece of quartz to panning to now the massive trench shooter, now moving to the next phase. It's pretty wild.
We just can't believe such a good job you guys did, and
yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is good what you've got down there, because just look at the way everything, the structures, the veins, the way it's going.
Oh, wow, that's a nice chunk.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's nuts.
That's a beautiful one.
That's just plain nuts.
The vault. Oh, wow, wait, look at that, eh? You don't even need to get down, yeah? Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Trying to get a picture of this one first here.
Good job, boys. Good job.
That's a line of gold there.
That's a line of gold, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, what do you got? A meter and a half of that vein there? And then the other stuff either side?
Well, I would say even across where it bows out there, you're almost 4 or 5 meters.
Okay. Well, you go to these ones. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Look at the quartz veining.
Amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
Just amazing, eh?
Yeah. Green.
Green's coming right through.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Right along the fractures. Oh, yeah. Right. Whenever I see green in the dome, I look for gold.
This piece here, there's a whole pocket of it in there.
Oh, yeah. I can see it right from here.
Yes.
Oh, my.
You'll see nugget. Lots of little nuggets through there.
Yeah, I see the VG there. Here.
Big chunks of it.
We knew there was gold there, we just didn't know it was there in the sort of quantities that was intersected in that first hole. But it's really changed the perception of Newfoundland as a place to look for gold.
It just goes to show hard work pays off and never give up.